Well, hello, everyone. This is Lynn Hamilton, your favorite lead instructor over at Samson Properties, and my little friend, the Cardinal. Cardinal title, you get it? All right. So, anyway, we wanted to bring you this mini series of quick tips. And this one, we're going to be discussing how to use the Fruit Bowl, Market Snapshot, and Core Present. That's part of your Bowl Trails platform. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. First off, we always want to thank Cardinal Title because they're the ones that bring you and sponsor all of our educational platforms. If you think of it this way, Samson is a car, but Cardinal provides the gas, the oil, the water, the tire in the cars, the tires on the car, the air in the tires, everything to make it go. So that's why we always encourage our agents, when possible, to consider using Cardinal Title because they bring you all of that and a bag of chips. So, anyway, thanks to our Cardinal Title and my little Cardinal that sits over my shoulder. All right, so let's go ahead and jump right in. I'm going to do a screen share with you and let's take a look at what we've got. So, in this mini session, I'm going to show you how to utilize the Fruit Bowl and the CMA or Market Snapshot and the tools and the options that you have available for you. So the first thing from your Cardinal nest, which again is where everything's at, we're going to go into Bowl Trails. You're going to log in. And then over here on, when it loads up, we're thinking, there we go. Over here on the far left-hand menu bar, you're going to click on More. More is going to bring you this push out menu. You're going to go to Marketing. From Marketing, scroll down, Present. There you go. That's the one I want you to be aware of. When you click on that, you're going to have your various options for buyers, sellers, great information on here. But here's the takeaway I want you to do. In any of these programs, I want you to take a few minutes to go into each one that we're going to talk about, use your own personal address and run the numbers on it. It's going to let you see that oftentimes there is a variation, but it also lets you be comfortable in tapping into these. Do not practice on your consumers. You practice before. There you go. All right. So when the listing, click on Start. It's going to walk you through step by step. I am later going to do a mini series version on winning the presentation, win the presentation, and what that one brings. But right now we're going to talk about win the listing. Click on that. It's going to bring you up the program to, again, follow the instructions. It'll walk you straight through it. So that is one option. Now, another option that you have available to you to do a CMA or anything else is through NARRPR.com. NARRPR is the Realtors Property Resource. It is part of your National Association of Realtors membership. You get it free. Years ago, we used to have to pay for it, but now you get it free as in partnership with NAR. So as an NAR member, this is what you get. So obviously you either go ahead and log in or you create a new account if you've not done it before. Again, put in your property address and take a look at what it does. It magically brings it all together, and there you go. So there's two options. A third option is, of course, using your Bright MLS. And again, putting in the area, the amenities, and then see what comes back as to what's been on the market or what is currently on the market with those various components. All right. So here's how I want you to think about this. In Samson Jumpstart Session 1, we talk about your mission statement and the best one that is out there to use. The best one ever is, my mission is to help you protect and maintain the value of your greatest asset, which is your home. And I've got monthly newsletters and various tips in my website and stuff on my website that'll help you do just that. That is what you are saying to your consumers. Now, in the daily tasks and the 54321, which is also in the resource page and on my website, you can get from either direction. One of the things on there is the 54321. It's 5 calls, 4 text messages, 3 emails, 2 market snapshots. That's what we're going to talk about today. It can be done, just as I showed you, through bull trails. It can be done through RPR. It can be done using the Fruit Bowl little worksheet, and we're going to jump into that in just a second. Here's the foundation to build off and what I want you to think about. All of these online sources is nothing more than AI. It takes into consideration 2 of the 3 things that need to go into creating a value of a property. First one is location. Second one is amenities. Third one is condition of the amenities. Now, the AI can't calculate the condition of the amenities. It is strictly taking the first 2 into consideration and giving you a guesstimate of what the home potentially could be worth. Now, here's how I want you to think about this. Let's say, pretend, we all live in the same neighborhood and we all have the exact same house, built 5 to 10 years ago, construction grade, everything. There you have it. But now you over here have gone and gutted and updated your kitchen because you are a gourmet cook and you've upgraded everything in your kitchen. So your house with all those upgrades probably is going to be a little more valuable than mine and everybody else's. Now, on the other hand, you over here, you've gone and you've custom paint and you've got upscale molding and crown molding and you've built out the back and you've got this deck that's got the built-in everything from the pizza oven to the barbecue grill to the beer on tap, which means we're partying at your house, but all these great upgrades. And you've turned your bathroom into a spa. Now, is your home going to be a little more in value than the rest of the construction grade? Probably. Now, mine, on the other hand, I've got 57 dogs that have run through it and have torn it up. Just kidding. I have 3 little ones. Yes, they can get in there and do the zoomies, and occasionally I have to remind them there is a speed limit. But for the example, just pretend that they've 57 dogs and they've torn the house up. So my home is not the same value as yours in its current condition. But yet agents all the time make the huge mistake of going, text me your address and I will send you what I will sell your home for or what I will list your home for. Gang, that's misleading. You can't do that and you shouldn't be doing that. So if you are, stop. Here's why. As the example that we just walked you through, the online numbers are nothing more than a guesstimation. Whether it's the guesstimation of value from your website, the realtor.com, the Zillow, the blah, 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 all the other options is nothing more than a guesstimation of value. Only a professional like yourself can come in and take a look at the property and give a full assessment. So make sure you got your mindset right and you understand you're just getting a guesstimation of value. This is where you get a chance to, wait for it, explain to the consumer how the business of real estate really works. And that is, all of these online sources are nothing more than AI. There you go. All right, so let's go ahead and bring up this screen. I want to go ahead and share this with you. This is the Fruit Bowl. This is available not only in resources on the Cardinal Nest, but it's also available as a download on my website as well. And I'll show you that in a second. But it's what every homeowner or seller needs to know. Factors that do not affect the value of the property, what they paid, what they want, what they need, what a neighbor has said, what another associate has said, what it's going to cost to rebuild, or what they've spent on repairs or remodeling. Remodeling, maybe, but most of the other things, it doesn't affect the value. The value of a property is determined also by what a buyer is willing to pay for it. Also, another little component in there is how, not only what they can pay, but the availability of funding plays a part in there as well. The market is based on comparing your property to others that are sold in the area, but buyers truly do always determine the value. So here's a great one. Again, the fruit bowl. The reason we use the fruit bowl is, again, we get to educate the consumer on how the business of real estate works. And by saying we need to compare an apple to an apple, because we do not want to compare a grape to a raisin or a raisin to a watermelon. It's not the same. We need to compare an apple to an apple. So oftentimes your client will say, oh, I looked on .com. And this is when I always had this done ahead of time and would pull it out of my little folder and say, I've done my homework too. Let me show you what I have found. So Zillow says this, Redfin says this, Realtor says this, eAppraisal says this. And what is interesting is when you do this exercise on your own property, you're going to see a variation of price points. On this right-hand side, I would put the highest amount, the lowest amount, and what the difference is. Sometimes you're going to see a 20, I think $110,000, $120,000 difference was the most I've ever seen. So this gives you talking point back to your consumer. We don't want to overprice it, but we don't want to underprice it either. So again, we cannot rely in this case on just artificial intelligence. Now, what do you have available to you as a professional in this industry? You have access to some proprietary platforms that you also can tap into. You've got the NAR RPR. I just showed you that. You've got Core Present. You can tap into that. You can tap into your website. Again, that's all still AI a bit. Also, you can look up on Bright, the MLS, to see kind of what's happening in that neighborhood. So this gives you talking points and the opportunity to educate your consumer on how the business of real estate works. On here, it says as well, I hope you enjoy looking at the property snapshot of your area, whether you're considering moving or not. Seeing what is happening in your immediate area is always interesting. Remember, there are 3 key components to determining property value: location, amenities, and condition of the amenities or upgrades. A professional cannot give a complete evaluation without seeing the property and the upgrades that it offers. Otherwise, it is solely AI, artificial intelligence, or a guesstimation of value. There you have it, right there in black and white. For you to share. It is important that we compare an apple to an apple, not a raisin to a watermelon. There you go. If you'd like to discuss the market's current state further, just call or text me. There you go. There you go. There you go. So in our daily tasks, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we ask you to do 2 a day that you're working. Now, if you're working 2 days a week, you do 2 a day of those 2 days. So that's 4. If you're working 5 days a week, you may be doing 5 to 10 of these, and that's okay. They only take a few minutes to do. Then what I would do is if I'm going to print them out and mail them, yes, you should have a roll of stamps sitting on your desk. I would stick a Post-it note on it that says, interesting. I have my opinion. I'm interested in your opinion. Let's chat. Send it off. There you go. Okay. You can mail it to them, because if you mail it to them, they are going to open it. You can email it to them. But if you just email it to them without a text or a phone call that says, hey, I just emailed you something. It was called Market Snapshot. I'm curious to get your feedback on it. Be sure to take a look at it. They will get their inbox. If you've not given them the warning it's coming, and just go delete, 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 because there's so much stuff in there, they don't even want to look at anything. So play by the rules. If you're going to send them the email, follow up with a text or a phone call, especially if you know they're at work and can't answer the phone, just to say, hey, I just sent you over a market snapshot. When you got a minute, take a peek. I'm curious as to what you got to think about it. Boom, you're done. So you're 5, you're 4, you're 3, you're 2, you're 1. There you be. It's all falling into place. Okay, so let me go ahead and stop sharing that for a minute. So that is the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You've got the fruit bowl plate to use. You've got the other options for you as well. Let me go ahead and do a screen share once again and show you one more thing that I want to bring to your attention. So on my website, which is lynnhamilton.samsonproperties.net, You, our agents here at Samson, are my SOI. So that in mind, I wanted to create my website to talk to you guys. So because if I'm teaching or I'm driving or I'm off the radar, I'm not always checking phone and emails. But I wanted to give you a quick agent resource center that you can go to quickly get the information that you might be looking for, that you may have heard in another class and went, ooh, what is that? I need to find it. What do I need to know more about that? Blah, 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 blah. There you go. Here it is. This is why. Now, there is no ulterior motive to me doing this as well and sending you to go look at my site. This is the exact same website platform through my Bold Trails account. And my Bold Trails account is the exact same one as yours. So these can be built out a little bit and you can add custom tags. So as you're looking at mine, I want you to go, okay, so she's making hers the agent's go-to source. I want to make mine as the go-to source for my SOI, which are future clients. So what would I want to put on my website that I can drive traffic to my site from my SOI? So these may be replaced with free reports, monthly tips, obviously your blog. It could have your newsletter on there. So think about how you can build out your website, kind of looking at mine going, how can I add mine to more look like a go-to source for my SOI? Now you got it. Now you know. All right. But in the meantime, on my Agent Resource Center, I've got bonus handouts. When you click on that, there you go. There is your bonus handouts. And here is the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here is the Fruit Bowl CMA concept. And then when you click on that, it just opens right up, print it out, and you've got it ready to go. Okay. So I wanted to show you how quick and easy that was. But this is those pieces of the puzzle coming together. You'll hear me say this a lot. I'm a firm believer in leverage. So your mission statement that we teach you in Jumpstart Session 1 is my mission is to help you protect and maintain the value of your greatest asset, which is your home. My website is also your go-to source because I want you to be able to get there 24/7. Develop out that with the tools that we've already got. We've already got for you blog and blog posts. We got for you already 12, 13, 14, 15 newsletters that can go on there. We've already got for you customized handouts and flyers and for reports and you name it, we've already got it for you. So do not reinvent the wheel. Just go, ooh, I need that. Can I find it in Samson or Cardinal Nest? Can I find the full training in Samson University? Can I find quick tips from Lynn's site? There you go. We got you. So with that, I don't care what you know. I want to know what you're doing with what you know. So with that, go do a CMA. Go do a market snapshot. Go do a fruit bowl. Use your property address and run all of it through those so you can see what is available for you to provide to your clients to be the go-to source for anything real estate related. Because someday their home is no longer going to meet their needs. And unless you have stayed in touch with them on a regular basis with that gentle little tap, 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 they're going to forget that you are even there and that you are in the business. So with that, stay in touch, stay informed, and enjoy your success. I'll see you in the next video. All right, my friends, bye for now.